All right, welcome back to Las Vegas. Once again, we're live here on the Mountain West Network. Thank you to our media who stuck around here. We will continue our program now with the Boise State Broncos, who were 7-5 on the season, 6-2 in the Mountain West. They're appearing in their 7th Mountain West championship game. They're 3-3 all-time on this stage. Won their final 3 games of the regular season, clinching a share of the regular season title in their 6th Mountain West championship game appearance in the last 7 years. Joined here on stage by the interim head coach Spencer Danielson, Ashton Jeanty, Ahmed Hassanein, DJ Schramm, and Riley Smith. We'll open up with a opening statement from the head coach Spencer Danielson.
Appreciate you guys being here. I mean, I know just so proud of our players and our staff. Been through a lot this season, and that's a testament to our players and our staff. Never flinching, never looking for any way out, just putting their head down, going to work, doing it with a smile on their face. And so everything they've gotten to this point, they deserve every bit of it. And it's all about them, and can't wait for us to work our tail off to finish it out tomorrow.
If you have questions for coach or student athletes, go ahead and raise your hand. We'll get the microphone to you. Once again, if you could state your name and your affiliation, we'll keep it with one question and a follow-up. And if there's time, we'll come back around if you have more questions. We'll start down here in the front with BJ Rains.
BJ Rains with Bronco Nation News. Coach, Patrick ran the numbers. He said it was a 0.1% chance after the loss to Fresno that you guys would get to this. I mean, how do you just describe what had to happen the last 3 weeks for you guys and for other results and everything else? And how are you guys sitting here right now?
No, BJ, 100%. I mean, and we've talked about it as a team. I mean, you lose that game to Fresno, the bus ride to the airport, and really just regrouping as a team with really the thoughts that at this point there's no shot at a championship anymore. But still, our players, our staff never flinched, and every reason to. And then all of a sudden, you beat New Mexico, and the head coach gets let go. Still, things are looking like, what's going on? And our players, our staff still never flinched. And even going through all those moments, just being able to go back to work, do it for each other, because at the end of the day, that's all you had in those moments. There wasn't anything outside. No one's talking about, championship run. All it is, no, we're going to do this for each other. We're going to do this for these seniors. And right now we got 2 seniors to my left, DJ Schramm and Riley Smith, that have put their blood, sweat, and tears into Boise State football, and it's about those guys. And this group of young men, that's all they focused on. And then little by little, you win a game, and some things happen outside of your control, and we're sitting here, and our players deserve every bit of it. Our coaching staff deserves every bit of it because they never flinched. And that's why I'm so proud of them, so proud of our seniors. And I'm very excited for us to work our tail off to finish it tomorrow because they deserve it.
Ron Couch from the Idaho Statesman. For either DJ or Riley, you guys have been in this game for the 6th time in 7 years. UNLV's in the game for the first time in program history. Obviously, you guys have the experience edge. I mean, how much of an advantage is that going to be?
I don't know how much of an advantage it is. I mean, we do have the experience, but like Coach G was saying, like, job's not finished. We still had to prepare this week and have a great week of practice, and I'm sure UNLV did the same, and we're going to go out there tomorrow, and we're going to give our best effort, and we're going to finish this for Bronco Nation.
And for Ashton, you've had such an amazing season, but this is a big stage. You're playing in an NFL stadium. How excited are you for this game, and how much do you want to kind of show off what you can do on national TV?
It's definitely a great opportunity, but not just for me, but just for this team as a whole. I'm excited to see what we do and how we perform on this big stage.
Coach Ed Graney, Review-Journal. Can you just talk about the job Barry's done, watching the film, how he's taken this program from really what it wasn't to what it is now?
No, I mean, Coach Odom's done an absolute phenomenal job. I mean, and the credit he's getting, he deserves every bit of it and some. To take a team that, and I don't have the exact numbers, I don't even know the last time they went to a bowl game, to be able to take his team to the record they have, to play in a championship in his first season. I mean, hats off to him, hats off to his staff, hats off to their players. You watch when you watch UNLV in all 3 phases, they play hard, they work their tail off, they're well coached, they're not making stupid mistakes, and so them being able to win the games they've won and put themselves in this championship game, they deserve every bit of it. And Coach Odom, I mean, hats off to him. He's done a hell of a job.
Jay Tuss, KTVB. First Riley, you, and then maybe DJ if you could build off of it. But you guys have been at Boise State for a while, and your opportunities are dwindling, obviously. What did it mean to get this +1 this week, to practice this week, to fly down on the plane with your brothers another week, and to ultimately kick this thing off tomorrow in one more game as a Bronco?
It's unbelievable. I mean, just having the opportunity to be, like you said, have one more week with the boys and one step closer to our goal. it's just a blessing and an opportunity we're not taking for granted. We're enjoying every minute of it, from practices, walkthroughs, film sessions. We're just enjoying all of it. And we come to Boise State to win championships, and this is a great opportunity for us, and we're just excited to be a part of it.
I don't think I could say it any better.
Questions for Coach Danielson or student athletes? Right down here in front.
Coach, you've had players, all four at this table here in the last couple of weeks, vocally say they want you to get the full-time position here. I don't know if you've seen any of those videos. I'm sure they've talked to you privately, but we're seeing former players on social media saying stop the search, all this stuff. I mean, what has this outpouring of support meant to you from the current players, the former players, and those that are really pushing for you to try to keep this job?
Yeah, I mean, for people that have heard me speak to the media in the past month, or even in my time, going on 7 years at Boise State, it is all about these young men for me. Point blank, end of story. The only reason I coach is for them. It's not about anything else. And so going through these moments, stepping into the interim role 3 weeks ago, that was my mindset. It's all about them. It's about these seniors because, like you said, these opportunities are going to be over here soon. And with the amount that they have put to this program, the amount they've impacted me, that's all I think about. I think about finishing this strong for our players, for our seniors. And so whatever happens when this thing's over, whoever they name the head coach, at this point is out of my control, and it's not what I'm focused on. I'm focused on finishing this season for these seniors, for these players, because that's the only reason I coach. The only reason I wake up in the morning and say bye to my wife and our 2 little girls is for these young men, period. It's not about anything else. And so whatever happens, obviously people know where my heart is. I want to be here. I love these kids. I feel called to this place. But that's out of my control. What we are controlling right now is how we prep and how we finish this prep for this game, because at the end of the day, it is all about these young men. They deserve every bit of it.
Spencer, I know you say, the focus is on, this game here, but just the Mountain West scheduling agreement that was announced today, with Washington State, Oregon State, how does that put the conference in a better position?
No, 100%. I mean, it's made the conference a lot stronger. Obviously, I've always felt like the Mountain West is an extremely strong conference even before that. But bringing in Oregon State and Washington State, I think just even builds that, especially from a West Coast brand. That's a huge footprint for us recruiting-wise. So I think it boosts our conference, and they're going to be big-time games to play, and I know we'd be really excited for them.
Jay Tuss, KTVB, Ahmed. Is it silly to say that you guys play harder for Spencer Danielson? And how badly do you want this win tomorrow for him?
I mean, I love that man. I would do anything.
You made me start
for him.
crying on that, so thanks, guys.
I would do anything for him, and for us, we just wanna do it for our seniors, and we wanna do it because we love each other and it's a brotherhood. And Coach Spence always says that we just want to take it one step at a time and do it for our brothers, for right and the left of us, but we want to also do it for Coach Spencer.
Ahmed, it almost, the energy that you guys have had over these last couple of weeks, I don't know how you guys can sustain it, but what can you tell us about practice this week, and have you been able to sustain this positivity, this energy, another week?
I mean, we did an amazing job just with practicing and prepping with every game we play, and the energy is there. We competing in everything we do. There is even competitions in the middle of practice that we do, and practicing is fun. Coach Spencer is just making it fun for us, and we're having a lot of fun, and we're competing, and we're winning. So we can't wait to do it tomorrow.
Spence, you guys were in this game last year. You came up short. How much has that served as motivation for this team, and how much have the guys been talking about it all year?
Yeah, I think just like anything, you learn from everything in life, Ron. And we talk about a lot. I mean, you either have two ways to learn. You can learn through pain, or you can learn through wisdom, right? And there's been a lot of times, even this season, that our team, us as coaches, we've learned through pain. Last season was one of them. On the blue, losing that championship game, seeing another team celebrate. I'll never forget those moments. Those are scars you have that motivate you regardless. Obviously, this is a new season. It's a new team. It's a new year. But we 100% remember those days. And we remember the days this year when it didn't go our way. And so that we always use that for motivation. At the end of the day, it's a new week. It's a new team. But those moments are always things that you think about. And we talked about this week, hey, how could we as a staff, and there's a lot of players obviously on our team that were in that game when we lost the championship last season. And you can't forget those moments because there's learning experiences in everything you do. And so we've definitely looked at it. We're working our tail off to find better ways throughout this whole week to make sure that we're better prepared tomorrow. And our players have had their best week we've had all season. And so I'm excited to see them cut it loose tomorrow.
And Ashton, we've talked in the past about your relationship with George. I mean, what have you seen out of him this week in practice, and how much do you want to win this game for him? It could be his last, conference college game of his career.
Love that guy. I mean, ever since I came into this program, he's took me under his wing and, showed me the way, showed me what it means to be a Bronco. So just to have this chance to go back out there and, put it all on the line and, I'm willing to play my heart out for guys like him. They just mean a lot to me. So I know it's a big deal for these senior guys. So not just me, but this whole team, we're going to do everything we can to get this win for them.
Spencer, I mean, you guys have a chance to be the first team in college football history to win a conference championship, with an interim coach. I know you say it's about the players and stuff, but have you just thought about the history you guys could make here? And for yourself, just your football coaching career, you're going to walk out in an NFL stadium tomorrow on national TV as a coach of this team going for a championship. Have you just had time to reflect on the last couple of weeks and your career and I guess what this game tomorrow, means to you? No, good question, BJ. I mean, and I'm being very honest with you. Have really not thought about it for myself much, man, because it's not about me. And I tell the players the same thing, and I mean, these guys, the work they put in, what they do day in and day out, it is not about me. And so even, the moments, Utah State when, they're getting Gatorade thrown on me and I'm crying on live television. It has nothing to do with me. It's because I look at the joy in their eyes because I remember the pain we've been through too. I remember the hard work that didn't go our way, and seeing it go their way, they deserve every bit of it. And so thinking about it for myself, my career, I really haven't thought about it because I know for me and the reason why I coach and why I show up every day with the attitude I have is because it's for them. And so finishing this game for these seniors, for this group of young men that worked their tail off when there was so many reasons for them not to, BJ, that's what I'm excited for tomorrow. That's what's going to make me emotional tomorrow is because it's about them. And once again, whatever happens after the game, that's in God's hands. I'm trusting him. But it is all about these players. And I'm going to enjoy every moment of it. I'm going to enjoy these moments with them. It's going to be an awesome experience being able to play in a championship game with these players in an NFL stadium against a phenomenal opponent. But it's all about these players.
Ahmed and DJ, from a defensive standpoint, what does UNLV's go-go offense, what kind of challenges does that bring to face?
Yeah, it brings a lot of challenges. They're very explosive on the offensive side of the ball, and they've had a ton of success with that scheme this whole season, and they do a great job with it. And I think it's also just another testament to how awesome the Mountain West is with all these different sorts of schemes you see on a weekly basis. But, yeah, they're really explosive. They run the ball extremely well, and their quarterback, he has explosive targets on the outside, and he's good at finding them. So I think that's the main reason they've been able to be so good this year.
I mean, I couldn't say anything better than DJ says, but we respect them. They do everything right, and we respect their offense and how they do it, how they handle the ball, how they run the ball. But we do not fear them. So no way better to put it in than DJ, but they have good offensive players, and we respect all phases of what they do.
Spencer, as much as you can say, whether it's tonight, whether it's tomorrow, what's your final message going to be to this team before they play in the championship?
The biggest thing that we're going to talk about, even, we talked about a little bit this morning and tomorrow, is it's leaving a legacy. And I'm a firm believer in wherever God puts you in life. For these young men, it's Boise State football right now. It's going to be different for them 5, 10, 15 years from now. And you are writing your legacy with every moment you have, with all the actions you have. And that's what we're going to continue to talk about, BJ, because these seniors that had opportunities to leave last season and didn't and came back, these players that had opportunities to step away when things got hard here and when other people were probably telling them they should, they didn't. And so they've written their legacy, but their legacy's not finished. And we're going to talk about finishing what we started. That's going to be my main message to the team.
J-Test, KTVB. Spencer, what allowed you to step into this role and find success immediately? as an acting head coach? What do you feel like has allowed you to do that so quickly?
These players, I mean, my love for them is the only reason I coach. And it is not a testament to me, it's a testament to them. Because, like I said, even when this went down and it happened, and I talked to them about, hey, I need everybody to pull out their notebooks and write 2 weeks on that sheet of paper, and that's what I'm asking from you. And in 2 weeks, there'll be more clarity. I don't know what it's going to be, but I promise you in 2 weeks, there'll be more clarity. There was not anybody in that room that batted an eye. It wasn't me convincing them. It wasn't because I had this great speech, rah-rah speech for them. The second I said that, I said, this is what I'm asking of you. All the players in that team room stood up and said, Coach, we got your back. Let's go do this thing. There was no hesitation. There was no flinching. So it's what they did. It's who they are. It's how they're built. That's why we're in this place. And my love for them, I care for them. I know they feel that. Like, that's because we're in this together. It's all about us doing this together as a coaching staff, as players. And from the practice field to things that go right to things that go wrong, it's us doing it together. And that's a family. That's what we talked about earlier. That's leaving a legacy. And we're continuing to write it, and we're going to finish writing it tomorrow.
DJ, you've been here as long as Spencer's been a paid full-time assistant coach. What's your first memory or your first interaction you can remember with Spencer Danielson?
My first memory was probably my first team meeting in January of 2018 when he was given the full-time studs coach job when they added that 10th assistant position. And, I mean, he gets the job and the whole room erupts. And I'm like kind of sitting there like, oh, what's so special about this guy? And then,
Nothing.
And then you spend time with him and just the relationships he builds with guys. And it's no surprise why people act the way they do and good things happen for him just because of how awesome a man he is and the way that he treats other people.
I don't know if I've asked you, your neck roll, man. Can you tell us a little bit about where that thing came from? It's pretty aggressive. Has DJ tried to steal it from you at all? Like, what can you tell us about that? It looked like, as much as you can say, it looked like there was a little message you had pregame on the back.
He's going to play some DN tomorrow, too, by the way, guys. Just so you know.
Yeah, it's mostly intimidation factor. But no, it's just gone through, battled injuries, a 6th year, just getting old and just trying to stay on the field. And that was the only way that they would let me play. And I said I was going to do whatever it takes if I look goofy or not, but I'm just going to throw it on and be able to do whatever I can for the team. And that's what I was willing to do. So it looked cool, so I'm just going to keep embracing it and ride out with it.
Ashton, around the country, we've seen players flocking to the transfer portal. Given the season you've had, more than likely you've been hit up by somebody. Has it been difficult for you to block out that noise, and how have you done it?
I wouldn't say it's been difficult. I mean, not even just me, but this team's had a lot of outside noise, just, trying to come into our room and distract us this whole season. And, outside people can say what they want to, but, I'm here. I'm fully committed to this team. And the only thing on my mind right now is winning the Mountain West Championship.
Jay Test, KTVB. Ashton, have you ever carried out the hammer before?
No, I haven't. It's honestly an amazing opportunity. It's usually for a special teams player, and I haven't really played much special teams here, especially this past year. But as you know, it was just an amazing opportunity to be able to do that, and it means a lot to me.
How was that presented to you? And was it? I mean, were you shocked when it happened, or?
Yeah, I was a little bit shocked. I got Offensive Player of the Year, and then, like in practice, we always have a guy, when we all bring it up after warm-ups, give a little speech, hype the guys up, So I gave a speech, and one thing I said was, you don't get these opportunities back, and, our special teams coordinator, he actually put that up, like, on the screen, and, then he said, this is the guy we want to, bring that hammer out, and, he bleeds blue, and, he's been a Bronco ever since he's been here. So, just for them to say those words and, just give him my flowers, it was amazing.
Spencer, I don't know if you had anything to do with that either, but why is Ashton Jeanty the right guy to lead you guys out on the field with the Dan Paul hammer in the Mountain West Conference Championship game tomorrow?
I'm going to start crying if I talk too much about Ashton Jeanty as well, so let me preface that. But you talk about a young man that has done everything for this football team. And not even just in the big touchdown runs that everybody sees and everybody can talk about, which those are amazing, and we love every bit of those. And I love sprinting, chasing him down the sideline too. But a young man that goes to work every day, got banged up in the Wyoming game, same thing, working his absolute tail off so he can get back to help his football team. Not to help Ashton Jeanty, to help his football team. And so for a young man to do that, fight to come back from injury, come back, play the games he's played, and do it with a smile on his face, do it for his brothers, not for anybody outside, but do it for his teammates, he deserves every bit to carry out that hammer, and we're going to be fired up running behind him.
I'm not trying to pull on your emotional cords here, but I think it was your wife's birthday recently, and I'm just curious what they've meant to you throughout all of this.
Yeah, it was my wife's birthday actually Saturday after the Air Force game, and my wife Rachel, man, she is as a coach's wife, you know, she's a rock star, but similar. This is not just about coaching football for me or my wife. She knows that these young men, they're family to us. We got 2 little girls, and I say I got 110 sons because that's what they mean to us, not just me. And so I'll be honest, I definitely said, babe, I'll do much better job at Christmas in regards to gifts, because it was probably a note that I grabbed earlier that day. Got some flowers, though. I'm getting there. But just, you know, these moments for her are such a big deal because she knows these young men too. Like, they've been over to the house. This is our family doing this together, and so it's just been an amazing time even for her. She's able to come on these trips with us and be able to experience this because we're just so happy for these young men because they are our family.
Any additional questions here for the Broncos? With that concludes our press conference. Congratulations on getting here, fellas, and good luck tomorrow against UNLV.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
We'll kick things off in the Mountain West Championship at high noon right here in Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium. Thanks for watching.